I feel like, to me.
It has been such an amazing week here and had so much fun, learned so much. We're so thrilled. Kenneth Bradley is here, owner of and designer of the Ammolite that we are so thrilled to be able to bring. In fact, we have a stack style ring that has been a favorite in this collection since we originally, well, I want to say, let me double check on that. Yeah, no, we're launching it for the first time. I think you did something similar.
We did something similar. We did.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we did something very similar in the past. Okay, we don't have many of these. It's also $50 off for our Tucson special event. So this will be $299. It's $50 off today. We have sizes 5 through size 10, and there's other stones in here, correct, Ken?
There is, and you know, here's the thing. You know, there is a practical side to me, and I look at, and I've got 2 beautiful daughters and a wife of 30 years, and you know, a stackable ring. The one problem with a stackable ring is they never seem to stay in place. So you want to create that look, but they're always, you know, moving, and you're trying to set them, and so forth. So what I said was, why don't we just make a solid ring that gives you the appearance or illusion of a stackable? And so that's exactly what we've done here.
Well, and you couldn't have done it any better. You have this beautiful peridot in an oval shape. You have the pear, or the marquise and the blue topaz, and then there is that gorgeous, breathtaking Ammolite right in the center. That is power, that is energy, that is exciting. I mentioned it's kind of like it is like magic on your hand, and it's natural. I think that's the biggest question people have when they see it. It's like, oh, well, that has to be somehow treated. I mean, obviously, it's coated to keep it nice and sturdy and secure, but that's what Mother Nature intended it to be, correct?
Absolutely, and you know, we've added another really exotic cut in a gemstone, and the marquise. You know, it's absolutely designer and beautiful, and look at how wonderful it goes with the teardrop, you know, the round and the marquise. They all go together so well.
You know what? And that's I wanted to put the bracelet in the shot too, to see that you can do your full make your entire wardrobe up of this, like 1 in a million. And you can't say that about everything. And for those who are just tuning in, can it explain to everyone again the rarity of Ammolite? This is, you don't just walk into any jewelry store or go online. Very specialized in this quality, correct?
And even
in general.
In general, I would say, even in the lower qualities, like even the green that represents 80% of what comes out of the mine is still considered very rare, but it's not as beautiful and kaleidoscope as these, right? So in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, just south of Banff, Alberta, you know, the great city of Calgary. We get to this deposit an hour and a half north of the Montana border. It's the only place on Earth that Ammolite has been discovered. We've looked everywhere, and so has everybody else. And again, you don't have to take my word for it. You can take the Discovery Channel's word for it. But we dig down into the deposit, and when we get to where the gemstone exists, all the equipment stops, and everything becomes mining by hand because it is so rare that we just can't afford to miss a single piece. So it's arduous. It's incredibly hot in the summer. It's incredibly cold in the winter. It's not an easy thing. I always say I have the easiest job. Right, I just get to appreciate it and create beautiful things around it. Hand cut, hand polished, hand set. You know, generational gemstone. This is something really important because from start to finish, all world-leading experts, including Discovery Channel, including the American Museum of Natural History, you know, I am considered one of the world's leading experts. We're all saying like less than 100 years. So that means now probably less than 50 years.
Wow, that will even be available. That's just... So for collectors, I mean, even just collectors of rare stones, people from all over the world come here to Tucson
Which is why
for this show.
27 years I've been coming here doing just that, absolutely.
And looking for those one-of-a-kinds, but you know, this is that signature. What's the quote line, Kenneth, one more time, that when you wear Ammolite...
Oh, the excuse me factor.
Excuse me factor. What are you wearing? That is the most beautiful stone I've ever seen. And we're just so thrilled to have this partnership with Kenneth and his company at HSN, being so rare and unique, and being so highly collectible, and being so highly beautiful, and knowing for a fact, and I think, and I appreciate you mentioning that, that we truly, I mean, we bring the absolute best values, hands down.
Hands down. This
anywhere.
It doesn't exist anywhere at this prices and this quality. It's just a really special opportunity, which is why we only can come maybe, you know, 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah, it's
true.